Hey everybody, wanted to take a minute and just encourage you. I haven't gotten on here and done a video in a couple days. We had a mission team for a lot of this week, and it's been a crazy week. So just wanted to get on here and say hey before we leave and encourage you. So I don't know about anybody else, but this week has been absolutely crazy. I was telling some friends yesterday night, I have never had a pre-trip be this crazy. I've seen things happen and be crazy on the ground overseas, and on the way home we've had some issues. Never have I ever seen anything like this before we even leave. It's been crazy, and God's just been speaking to me. A verse, I mentioned it in a video a couple weeks back, and it's just been the verse that He's been putting on my heart since then. It's Proverbs 3:5. The trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Um, and this last, it's about a week and a half to 2 weeks now, has been really challenging for myself and for Destiny and for our family. Destiny had some criticism come in both publicly and privately about her call to ministry and about uh, at times her character and things like that. Um, we had her passport not come in on time, so her trip was canceled to Tanzania, so she'll have to stay home instead of going with us. And then we've also had to reconstruct the way the trip is happening there with our team. We had all of our flights canceled on Monday and had to rebook them, and we've had some date changes because of it. We had all of the testing requirements changed to be overseas, so now we're re-coordinating testing requirements. Between testing and flights, I've probably been on hold about 20 hours this week. It's caused a lot more expense, which on a budget we were already behind on has been challenging. And I say all of this just because through all of this and all the challenges and all this happening while a team is here from out of state, and we're trying to just pour into them and not let them know things are going on because we don't want them to be burdened by it. The verse that God just keep putting in my heart is stop leaning on your own understanding. It's not about you. It's not about what you see. Do you trust me with all your heart? And that was a big challenge for us this week to say, yeah, you know what, God, we've never had to trust Him this way before a trip, with all the attacks going on and all the things being canceled and the budget still not being there. We've never had anything like it, and it was a real test, I think, for us. And God was just speaking to our hearts. Hey, do you trust me with all your heart? Because to our understanding, this doesn't make sense. It had challenges we don't understand, and we'll probably never understand. Why God had Destiny not come on this trip, why we had the criticism that we did before we left, why we're not at budget yet, why the testing requirements changed, why flights were canceled. We will probably never know or understand what God was doing. But do we trust in Him with all of our heart anyway? And the answer, I really feel like this week for us has been yes, despite sometimes I've gotten really worked up and really stressed out, as a couple people have vented to now. But at the end of the day, I just sat back down and God, we trust you. Even if this trip isn't supposed to happen, we trust you with all our heart. Even if we don't understand what is going on and the things that are happening around us, we trust you with all our heart. We're all in on trusting you because that's what got us here and that's what's going to take us further. So I say all that and I share it because in ministry I'm big on vulnerability and transparency, and I want y'all to know we go through stuff. It happens. Welcome to Christianity. It's not all butterflies and roses. We don't serve cupcakes every day. There are challenges and it's a struggle. But through the struggle, we have to say, God, I trust you even when it doesn't make sense and even when I don't understand. And even when the challenges come that I wasn't expecting, God, I trust you with all of my heart. Not just some of the time, not just when it's going my way, but I trust you even in the things that don't make sense to me. And I really want to encourage you with that. There might be things going on around you. You've said, God, I don't understand. I do not understand why this is happening. I don't understand why the country is going this direction. I don't understand what's happening in the world. I don't understand why you'd let a COVID virus break out. I don't understand my own finances or my own family struggles or my own things that are going on. I don't understand, God. But God's not calling us to understand. He's saying, will you trust me with all of your heart and believe in me even when you don't understand? Will you give into the kingdom your time and your energy and your finances and your life even when you don't understand? Will you trust God with everything in your heart, not just the portions that you want to give him. So I really challenge you, whatever's going on in your life, whatever God's calling you to do, you may say, God, I don't understand why we're going through this or why you want me to do this, but just trust in him and be obedient to him and do what he's called you to do, and trust in him with all your heart, because you might never know the why on this side of heaven. And honestly, when you get to heaven, you probably won't care enough to go, hey, that one time, why did you do that? But he has a plan that is far beyond us, and he wants to know, do you trust him just with what you understand and can see, or do you trust him with everything, even what you can understand and what you can't see and what you don't have the whys to? So I really challenge you, just trust in God with all your heart today. Whatever he's calling you to do, just say yes. Say yes to God even when it doesn't make sense, or even when it's a struggle. Just say yes and watch what God does as you trust in him with everything. So this will probably be our last video before I leave for Tanzania. So I love y'all. God bless you. I hope I get to jump on and encourage you one more time before I leave. But if not, thank you for praying for us. Thank you for believing in us. And I'll make sure you get some updates while we're overseas. So God bless you. We love you. Trust in God with all your heart, and have a great day.